Hi, my name is Sarah.
My name is Mark.
And we like to talk about video games.
And today we're talking about Doom First Impressions. I fucking love Doom!
Hello, welcome to the video. I think he might have stated his opinion on the game rather professionally from the outset there. What are we looking at, Mark?
We're looking at a loading screen because this game has loading screens.
Yes, most games do.
This is a first impressions video. Not really a first impressions because I've practically beaten the game by this point. But I don't really want to give a review. That ain't my style. So I figured let's just play through a level here. Just the middle of the game, and talk about it.
Okay, what I expected: aliens, monsters, and giant robots. What I got: the Eye of Sauron.
That is a portal to hell. If you're familiar with the original Doom, it takes place on Mars. Scientists open a portal to hell because why not? And then you, the Doom Marine, go around and kill everything that gets in your way.
Okay, so it wasn't being melodramatic with the name Doom, then.
Basically.
It's very red.
So, yeah, definitely from a first impressions, I would say that this game is not great on the color palette, actually. It tends to focus really... I mean, I get it because it's on Mars, and,
and in hell.
Rust orange and red are kind of the colors of hell and Mars. But I don't really see that as a pretty good excuse because, you can have other colors. You're inside of a metal base for a lot of this. And you're seeing right now another small complaint. I don't really like starting with complaints, but the beginning of this level, I had a lot of issues with lag. You're seeing my game freezing up. I don't know if it's the game or my settings on my computer, though. And definitely the recording had an effect on it. I've had lag when not recording, but it was at its worst in the first minute of this recording, where I was just freezing in place for a few seconds at a time. But this game is so fucking good, I don't even care. It is just it's weird because it's definitely a return to form as far as shooters are concerned. Definitely the new Wolfenstein kind of brought us in this direction of returning.
Olivia has an artifact in her private lab that
this is what we're trying to do in this level.
Artifact in private labs, that's always good news.
Yeah.
It bears your mark.
There's your mark.
So the setup for the story is that they actually found you in hell, and you were trapped inside of this coffin, and you had this symbol on the coffin. So he's referring to that mark.
Oh gosh. So you're a human being, right? You're not.
Yes, you are human.
A hell monster.
It's actually crazy because when you go to hell, they have these tablets that recount the story of the previous 3 games, and how insane you were, and how much the demons fear you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But Wolfenstein, as far as mainstream games go, Wolfenstein had a new game within the last year or two. I actually can't remember when it came out, and it kind of brought this return to form of the arcadey battle royale shooters that were less about being military realistic and just being fun.
Yeah.
And we're seeing here, we're just getting into our first big battle. And this game definitely encourages you to run around and avoid cover and just blow shit up. Yeah, there was definitely a time in mid 2000s where it was all about being behind a chest high wall and blocking bullets. This game's all about saying fuck that, running around, shoot everything and rip their eyes out. Yeah.
Just grab that alien and punch it in the face, or punch it in the eye, which is pretty much its face.
But it's actually pretty smartly. It's pretty smartly designed, despite the silliness of it all.
Because of the silliness of it all when you think about it.
Well, yeah. So when it comes to your character, you have health, armor, and ammo as your main resources. Armor will be removed first, and you can't refill it with health items. Health will go down, and it doesn't recharge like in other shooters. So in order to refill it, you need to do things called glory kills, which is when you see me ripping the eye out, or when I'm karate kicking, a demon.
Rather impressively.
Yes. Doing those refills your health. Then you also have the chainsaw, which, when you use it, will instant kill an enemy, but also drop a bunch of ammo. So you're actually meant to kind of juggle between shooting enemies, avoiding enemies, and finding ways to chainsaw really big ones so that you get all your ammo back. And also on the field, there will be ammo and health laying around. Oh, God.
Oh, goodness. Blood everywhere. Blood,
yeah,
mucus, alien brains.
I got a power-up that's making me just rip people in half for a little bit. This game is very bloody in a fun way.
I can't deny it's entertaining, though, isn't it?
Yes, it's very satisfying.
If you don't have a phobia of blood, anyway. If you have a phobia of blood, you shouldn't be watching this video. That's
So, there's health and ammo on the ground, but it only respawns if you run away for a little bit. So the game actually encourages you, hey, dodge up here, fight the enemies up here, and then when you're low on ammo and health, drop back down and pick up this ammo and armor.
Okay.
So it definitely is smartly designed. The arenas are always big and allow a lot of movement. And you can see this has been non-stop fighting since we've gotten here.
I'm so disappointed he didn't roll at you there. Does he roll? Please roll.
No, I think they just charge at you and breathe fire. And the thing is, they actually have armor. Like, they have like a barrier that blocks bullets. You can kind of see that it's like bouncing off of them. You can only really hurt them when their mouths are open. Oh my god! I forgot I did that.
Nice neck break.
So this is a character that's almost beaten the game, so I have a lot of upgrades, so I just decided, like, this level in particular, I thought I could speed run pretty quickly, which means we don't really get to see a lot of exploration, but that's another factor that I really like about this game, is that each levels have a lot of secrets, and I mean, like, old school secrets, not just, like, a hidden pathway you could possibly go down. Like, you have to actually observe the areas, and you'll find things like levers that just don't do anything in the level, but you can pull them, and then it'll, like, open a doorway to a whole nother bonus level. And in this case, it'll be like a bonus level to an actual level from Doom 1, let's say. And I don't mean
cool.
like it, I don't mean like it's the layout of Doom 1. I mean like it is the graphics of Doom 1, like 32-bit.
That is very cool.
64-bit, 2D monsters and 2D backgrounds, and it's just like, hey, you get to walk around and shoot in this area. And it's cool because once you unlock it in this level, you unlock it in the main game. Like, as a mission. Like, you can just play it whenever. But since I was speedrunning it, I didn't actually do it. So unfortunately, we don't get to see that.
We do, however, get to see that guy pick up a person and
yeah, so
it.
Vega's telling us that the key card we need to access the trolley to beat the level is on that guy. So we're trying to find the monster that picked him up. Oh, these things are called pinkies, by the way.
What a cute name. Bye-bye.
So, I mean, now I'm going to start talking about, I think, the mods. Another cool addition to this game is that they kind of kept the guns very minimal. You only have, like, 8 or so. And you have them at all times. It's not like Halo or Call of Duty where you're only allowed to pick up 2 at a time. You just always have...
You need to choose between these 6 different weapons and you only have 2 slots.
No, in this one, it's you just have all of them, and it's pick them at your leisure.
Damn it, Bioshock Infinite.
But it's really cool because, don't even get me started on Bioshock, but it's really cool.
I'm sorry.
Because, each gun has 2 mods. So, like, the shotgun I have has a mod where you can shoot 3 bullets at once, or you could shoot an explosive. My favorite is the chain gun, because the chain gun mod I have on it unfolds it into 3 separate guns. Ooh. And it's just like you're walking around with this, like, wall of guns in front of you. I showed it earlier when I was fighting that pinky. Maybe I'll show it again. I think I do, actually. These guys are jetpack soldiers. If you don't kill them quickly, they'll fly. Look at this lag. That's not the video. That literally happened when I played it. I just froze.
These are like jetpack soldiers of hell or something. I mean, I'm not very familiar with the Doom franchise apart from the stuff that pretty much everybody knows by now. So,
oh my god, look at that.
Does this whole game take place in Doom inside of? Wow. Oh goodness. Does this entire place take place inside of dorms, and there's no terraforming going on this planet, is there?
No. Like the setup, at least as far as this game has explained, is that they found this type of energy that basically, like, Mars has some sort of connection to Hell, and energy from it is bursting out of Mars.
Okay.
And it's called Argent Energy, and so the setup is that basically these people called the UNC came to Mars and started building these energy stations that would harness Argent Energy and supply Earth with it so that Earth would not have an energy crisis anymore.
Which is great. We're all up for Earth no longer having energy crisis. But
right.
I'm going to guess there was a catch, which was demons.
Yeah, I mean, the catch was that there were demons, and for the most part, they were actually doing a good job of containing it. But then this one, basically the main villain of the game, Olivia, I think her name's Olivia Pierce. She either the demons have offered her something, or she has betrayed us for the demons, and she opened a portal directly to Hell that let all of the demons through. But
Olivia, why would you do that?
But the guy with the deep robotic voice, Samuel Hayden, that you keep hearing every so often, he had found my coffin in Hell and brought me back just in case such a situation would happen. So then he just let us out, and now we've been going on a tear through Mars and Hell to make things right.
By destroying as much as possible.
Yeah. I mean, besides Samuel and Olivia, we're the only other people that are alive. Everybody else is either a zombie or a demon at this point. How's
Earth looking? Do you know anything about that?
They don't really explain it. It had an energy crisis, and
it's got an entirely different crisis now.
Well, yeah. I mean, actually, we destroy the thing supplying energy to Earth in the early levels. I'm kind of spoiling shit here, but
we'll have to have a spoiler warning on this one.
Yeah, I mean, the story is not really why someone would play this game. Although that said, it actually is not a terrible story. Like, it's actually kind of thought out for what it is. I mean, it's silly, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it's actually, they have a lot of lore, actually. When you fight enemies and get new weapons and stuff, you unlock, like, a Kodak entry, very much similar to, say, like, Mass Effect. And it'll have, like, a few paragraphs of, like, hey, this is why they use this type of gun, and this is how it's powered, and this is why these demons are like the way they are, and this is their characteristics. And it's like, you can actually learn quite a bit about the culture of Hell in this game, and it's kind of cool.
It's crazy, but it's very creatively crazy. I mean, portals to Hell on Mars, that's a pretty insane setup, but I like it. I love the idea of that kind of a setup.
I always love these floating eyeball guys. They just remind me of beholders from Dungeons & Dragons. It's very cool.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said that. I wish you hadn't said that. Could be worse, could be a gibbering mouth.
No. I wanted to chainsaw this guy, and I couldn't reach him with the chainsaw, so I was like, fine, I'm gonna shoot you instead, jerk. God, this game is so fun. Watch this. Oh! Oh, it's so good.
Oh.
Disgusting, I love it. That thing was
Talk
called
about a splitting headache.
That was his stomach, silly. I've heard of tummy aches, but this is ridiculous.
Oh my god, we're bad. We just lost half our subscribers.
Oh great, now we're down to 10.
Hello everybody. Thank you for watching.
So we at this point we've found the Pinky that stole the key cards. Now we got that.
And the poor guy, he's murdered. What's going on here?
You cannot send a team in to
That's Olivia.
it.
I am the head of this corporation. All your work and discoveries here belong to me. He was mine before you even found him.
They're talking about you.
Yeah. So now that I got the yellow key card, I can start exploring. If I wasn't running through the level, a bunch of areas in the level would have opened up now, and I could have like run over, opened other doors, and gotten secrets. But we were just trying to beat this as quickly as possible. I was, like, you can see, this is the map, like, how massive this area actually was and how little of it I covered there. And then I was just trying to see if I could heal up, because I couldn't remember how much more there was to fight. As it turns out,
interesting to see armor that actually does what armor is supposed to do.
But we just decided to end the level here, so there's just one little battle left, and then we're done. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty good game. I have a few little hiccups with it. Definitely, the lag is annoying, but I don't know if that. I honestly haven't seen people complaining about it, so I honestly think it's probably something with my computer set up.
Could be, yeah.
And the only other real annoying thing I could think of is that, and this is a personal preference, I don't like unlocking. You have to do like certain challenges to unlock your gun's mod power-ups. And it's annoying because I don't like being forced to play a specific way just to get a single power-up. But that's a very minor thing overall. And I mean, like, we didn't even touch the fact that this game has multiplayer, and you can make your own maps. They have a built-in map generator.
Oh, goody.
Oh, man. So good.
I got real Mass Effect vibes as well when you were going into that last room, because there were an awful lot of what looked like candles just gathered around on the floors.
Oh, Dark Souls, you mean? Dark Souls?
No, I was thinking of... I've said Mass Effect. I said Mass Effect, I meant to say Dead Space.
Dead
just
Space,
mixed up
yeah. Dead Space probably wouldn't have existed without Doom and Resident Evil, so it definitely had some inspiration, but I think the candles are more just a reference to satanic ritual stuff.
Yeah, which I don't think we should really be surprised that, like, cultists might have decided to do something on the hell portal.
They definitely imply that the Argent Energy stuff involves like satanic rituals and stuff like that. There was actually a article I read, I think on Kotaku, that there's a boss in the game called the Cyber Demon, and the music for it, if you put it through one of those image generators, like the things that will scan noise and make an image out of it, it actually will make an image of a pentagram for that song.
Oh god.
Yeah. I mean, if this came out 20 years ago, you better believe they'd be getting angry phone calls from parents.
Yeah. They probably still are getting angry phone calls from parents. They're just not paying us attention as much.
So
long story short, great game for somebody who likes to blow things up.
Yeah, I mean, long story short, if you enjoy games that are, very hot, hyper, adrenaline, fast-paced, but also encourage exploration and, enjoy experimentation, this game isn't going to win you over with its story, although it does have some interesting information in it. It's each their own, obviously. Some people might find the story a bit too ridiculous. I definitely enjoy it for what it is, and highly recommend it to anyone who's played the original Doom, and anyone who's kind of tired of the more realistic brown shooters we've been getting recently.
Instead, have an unrealistic rust red shooter.
Yeah, pure red, just all red, all blood, all red.